lose of 9 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Wildcats return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon that you've got to take advantage of.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You can be a linebacker, a corner, or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away.
And down he goes back at the 3.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack, showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Dome linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrook? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes, so better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day, or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame, where it's been built around the run game, and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The running back has it. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trucks through the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him in the football.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Extending the play.
textbook service was beyond what I thought it would be. They were able to tell me what I needed and then work with me as I was filling and filing my taxes.
From start to finish, the process was seamless and stress-free.
Found it. Check it out. You got Tanya Showers reading off the lottery numbers now. Man, first the weather, now reading the numbers. Everything she can't do. Still remember that time they sent her up and cover the Aspen Jazz Festival? Weird having a boner watching Willie Nelson on TV. She's going on a date with me, Darby. If they hit it off, have you left you for me? I gotta be fine with that.
Talking to second. Turn that thing off. Ooh. You got Tanya doing the lotto. Anyone watching already a winner.
Well, we should enjoy her while we can. She's off to bigger things. I can feel it. Probably New York.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if Al Roker goes back to stress eating. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys.
Wait a minute. This guy in Boulder, not a rock. It looks like Dwayne Johnson. It's a rock. It looks like the Rock. In Boulder, which is also a rock.
This is important.
Yeah, but Dad, this is like that time Dog the Bounty Hunter got bit by a pit bull in Chihuahua, Mexico. It was a dog getting bit by a dog in a town named after a dog, so.
I owe you boys an apology. I know it's been a tough one. And I know I could have handled the breeding situation a little different.
Saying you're wrong for taking away from us.
I said I was sorry, not wrong.
Right.
Look, I know I can be tough to deal with sometimes. Short-tempered.
Listen, Dad.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish. I know you haven't always felt like you're part of this ranch, but you are. And I appreciate all your hard work. And I'm going to do a better job of showing you how much you boys mean to me.
Well, thanks, Dad. You mean a lot to us too, Dad.
This is why I don't say nice things.
Cowboys ain't easy in love, and they're harder to hold. They ain't ready to give you some. The diamonds roll. Don't start belt buckles and old faded Levi's. And each night begins a new day. You don't understand him, and he gon' die young. He'll probably just ride away. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowards. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them home. Let them be doctors and lawyers and sons.
No.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be
Hey. You know, Tanya Showers is right.
You can get out
For the weather girl?
Yeah. Would you ever consider?
Definitely.
Really? I'd be like, you, me, and Tanya?
Oh, wait, you're going to be there? No, thanks.
Hey,
Would you have a threesome with me and Channing Tatum?
you're gonna be there? No thanks.
Would you just kind of sit at the bar and drink all day?
Well, we were gonna go home and throw in a Channing Tatum movie and see what happens.
Actually, no. I should probably get going. I gotta get ready for
parent-teacher conferences this week. Gotta think of something nice to say about 34 different kids. Aiden is very social, which is code for Aiden is really annoying and won't shut the fuck up.
They always just...
Hello? Eating burritos. Eating breakfast burritos. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Just been a weekend. It's been one hell of a weekend. I can honestly say that.
Atlas, you better quit.
Is she acting fine today?
Yeah.
So she just had a tummy ache.
Yeah, she can't have that much human food. She can't have that much seasoning.
Wow.
Nope.
You don't need to be having human food in general. I think we just need to feed her in the kennel. I mean, I don't know. Because I feel like I have to limit midnight on her food.
Yep.
Because of Atlas.
Yep. I felt the same way.
And I don't want midnight to always eat in her kennel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just...
Get rid of Atlas? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could get rid of you easier than I could my dog.
No, you couldn't.
The fuck you say?
Jennifer would take your dog. I don't know who the fuck would take me.
I'm sure you'd find somebody.
Yeah.
Didn't take you on last time.
Didn't take you long either.
The fuck you say? Thirsty. Are you licking your plate?
Yeah, I love that ketchup that much.
Ketchup? What kind of ketchup?
Just ketchup in general.
We like ketchup that much, huh?
When I'm in the mood for it, yeah. I'll put ketchup on your
Look at
titties.
this stuffy again.
I'll put ketchup on your titties and lick it off.
You're disgusting. I look like shit.
We call them bloody ketchup titties.
Your little nasty ass would say some dumbass shit like that. But, I don't know. I figured I'd come outside and smoke and then take my NyQuil and go to bed.
I can't smoke.
Well, no.
I want to, but
Are you just not smoking until they tell you yes or no?
I want to smoke. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but you could get that call tomorrow. Hey,
Yep. That's where I'm at.
it's not really worth it.
Nope. Not really worth it to try and rush and get my work out. I can just eat.
Yeah, potentially fail it if you rush it. I get it.
Hey, it's about time to get ready for bed.
He's in there smoking a couple of the winded down anyways.
I feel a sense of relief since I talked to Wes about it.
What did he say?
Well, yeah, oh god, I'm still turn my brightness up on my phone so you can see my face. He said, oh, hold on a second. This is what I said. I said, so I think I've been off a little bit more than I could chew with picking up Friday because I do go to school full time and it is online classes, working 5 days, 4 days in a row whenever I'm not sick. And I was wondering if I could do every other weekend at Frontenac or if I could just drop it at Frontenac without causing y'all too much pain. If you guys don't have anybody to cover it, I can continue working it. I just didn't realize I was biting off more than I could chew with the kids and school and all of it. It's just a lot more than what I really think I can handle.
Yeah.
I can do my 3 days at Millview, that's not an issue, but that 4th day is a lot harder than what I thought it would be. If it's an issue or if it's going to cause y'all problems, just...
What?
I gotta wait on my laundry. It's in the washer. Can't leave it in there.
What?
He's got laundry in the washer.
Yeah. I said, if not, I said, if it's going to cause y'all a great deal of problems or you guys are going to have to hire somebody, I'll just keep it until you guys do. It's not that big of a deal. He said, that's completely up to you. I don't know about every other, but I can ask and see if anyone would be interested in splitting that. I said, okay, I'll let you know tomorrow what I'm going to do whenever I get my paycheck. I'm going to go home and talk to my husband about it. I was hoping if we could find somebody to split with, but I'll let you know 100% by the time I pick my check up, and I really do appreciate you guys. Even though at the end of the day, I'm like mad as fuck about them making me work whenever I was that sick. Oh, I forgot I was on FaceTime. Shit. Sorry, babe. I lost my phone. I did. I completely forgot I was on FaceTime. And I'm upset about
Jumped up here.
that.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm just,
What? What?
you know, again, am I mad about them taking my house manager's spot? Yes. Am I mad at the way that there's been all funky and shit? Yeah, she said about one more time to come at me sideways and I'm just, and I gotta do it in a respectful way because, like, I don't not like Sarah, if that makes sense. You know? I don't know. And then if I end up working at Harry's, I, will just be working like 8 to 2. So that, you know, that works out. I'm fine with that. You don't have to worry about somebody getting the kids from school, somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be nice. I'm gonna get
That's
off
also
my
It's also what you told me not to do with pizza. So it's not guaranteed money, but
No, it's not guaranteed money, and that's why I'm not quitting payment. That's why I'm not dropping down to 2 days a week.
I hope they call me this week for that job.
I have a baby too, but if not, we're still gonna keep it trucking.
Yeah.
Apply for something different. I can't do 4 days a week. Yeah, I can't be away from my house like that.
I know.
Surprised an NFL fan with a kid. We're here at U.S. Cellular. Cross days.
Nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense.
He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Keeps the legs moving. Finds a crease at the 20. Refuses to go down. Keeps those legs churning. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's right up on the receiver. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Brimley making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Inside the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed it.
Can anyone catch it? And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
On the move, it's Ward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Getting some heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there.
Better go lay down. Alex.
He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They want to run it left here. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him burn it now, next down.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
The defender just waits.
Your clothes are down in the dryer.
Have you just put them in that basket?
Yeah.
On that last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring in. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
We've been kind of broke.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's a draw. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down.
I already know that. I already knew anywhere.
And the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And
Okay.
a nice run
Why?
there
You just
before the
why?
defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making
Okay.
a good run. Great job finishing
I
those
didn't know you
pads.
weren't down there. I'm just curious what you was on.
Running the red zone. It's Ward. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Ford. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Across the 10. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 9 to Oklahoma State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Dances away, trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this a next down more manageable.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Arizona comes out with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Steps away. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Arizona in a hurry. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. But Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You expect
open runway ahead. Strikes the blow. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for room at the 30. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays,
Get down.
feeding them the football.
Get down.
Offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get
Get down.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.